Hey, so I know it's been quite some time since I've made a video about Fallout. There is a few reasons as to why I made this decision. Most of it will be covered in this video. Let's just start off by talking about the future content in Fallout 76. The most anticipated content is the expeditions. Bethesda first announced this sometime last year, and players were quite curious as to what it was going to consist of. There was talk in the gaming community on whether or not it was going to end up being sour because, well, of course, the last few updates were lackluster. For example, Fallout Worlds was not what us players were expecting. Yet again, we were curious as to what it was going to be like. Sadly, the whole idea turned out to be a total flop because I'm sure a majority of players do not want to participate in a secondary mode that changes every week or every 2 weeks or whichever it is, to where you lose the items you earn in the world as well as the places you build. Especially in grindy games like this where we have time gates, it just kind of sucks. Now, don't get me wrong, I can certainly agree that changing the gravity, speed, or tweaking the settings for different modes is a cool idea. Sure, the recent changes where they now allow us to earn score in these modes is great too, but overall it still does not cut it when it comes to replayable content like how survival mode was. Now, let's fast forward months after the expeditions was announced. There were some leaks or data mine information that gave us players just bad feelings about the update. Most were claiming that it was going to be Daily Ops 2.0. Well, months later, we finally had the chance to participate in the public test servers to end up feeling rather displeased because, well, it ended up just exactly what we thought. Daily Ops, except with instances, or lack of better words, doors that load you through different areas. What's annoying about this whole highly anticipated content is that it's locked behind time gates, just like everything else, gold scripts, etc. If you are unaware as to what I'm talking about, let me fill you in here. The only way that you can travel between expeditions is if you have completed the daily expedition quests to earn the power cores or whichever it is to accelerate the engines inside the vertibird. The quest for these is completely boring and rather just a painful filler quest. Just random stuff from finding the ingredients to cook food to taking pictures of certain point of interest like foundations or donating material. Either or, you will end up forcing yourself to complete these quests just so you can then use the vertibird to travel to the pit. There are two options currently that will allow you to travel to different sections of the pit. Unfortunately, you can only choose one before waiting the next day to participate in this mode again. You will then arrive at the destination you choose. Then you'll go through the mission, completing different tasks within certain time to earn better rewards, which again is just like Daily Ops. There's a similar type of graphic user interface that gives you that vibe too. So let's just talk about the positives. The idea of traveling back to the pit is great and nostalgic when finally encountering the Trog again, right? I just had a blast. I loved it because it was like in the past, like many of you've played Fallout 3. The encounter was great, and now just being able to see this creature again, I loved it. Just the only problem again is recycled content in a sense. I truly believe us players really just wanted to play in a different location and be able to claim new workshops, explore the lore, and be able to just PvP. I truly think that this game is growing stale just because of the options that are presented up in front of us. I mean, there's not a lot to select from, right? I mean, we could just go to the good old Fallout Worlds, or we just do these quests to grab these cores to power up the vertibird, to do one mission and then just do what for the rest of the time. I mean, we do have the extra events, right? That's cool too. That's great that they added that, but really it doesn't seem to be enough to really be able to just come back and replay stuff. That's the main aspect, the main key in my opinion, is to have replayable content. If there is none, then for the most part you're just going to log on to check maybe the atomic shop or maybe whatever weekly things that the vendor is selling and all that stuff. It just, again guys, it's not enough to keep us players around. I do not think it's going to last long. They need to really step it up in terms of doing so. This is why I do not play Fallout as much as I used to, or even glitch it. most of you see the Elden Ring content, and it's not that I'm totally against Fallout. I love it. I'm actually going to come back when Fallout 5 is around. I will definitely talk about Fallout glitches for Fallout 76 if it is possible, but for the most part, these new devs, they're patching things quite drastically, and it's hard for myself to continuously throw things at you guys so that you can glitch before, you know, it's patched and all that. So the main problem here is that I do not believe these devs are listening to us players anymore, as you can tell. Or have they ever? I mean, let's be honest. If you guys recall the news articles in the past where these developers were actually not listening to us players, and yeah, sure, they were the old devs, but now that we have the new devs, they're doing the same exact thing. It's just weird. I guess maybe it's just in the air over there in that studio. Maybe it's just something you whiff up. My question is, what's the difference, right? If they are not listening to us now, what are they going to do when Fallout 5 comes out? This is something to worry about because I'm sure, just like you all, I do not want another atomic shop. I really just do not want it. I want to be able to earn these items. I want to be able to have a fun, enjoyable, maybe even a comedy experience. Maybe I come across an NPC that gives me something wacky to wear. Just stuff like that. None of us want the atomic shop. That is a major problem. Yet, and we can express this now, and what's going to happen when Fallout 5 comes out? Well, here's this, purchase this, buy the, this camp item pack, and then at this point, it just becomes just a rinse and repeat situation. So these are going to be some problems in the future, especially for Fallout 5. So, I don't know, it's really odd. I genuinely would love to know what you guys think about the current state of Fallout 76. I would like to know. It would just help me kind of see if we are all on the same page here, and you can do that by just simply commenting down below. Yeah, and I will try to bring some sort of Fallout 76 glitch, but I cannot promise that it will last that long, again, because of the developers. So, yeah. That's one of the good reasons why I do not upload glitches a lot on here. So I'm just going to leave it with that, guys. I hope you all are having a solid day out there. And I hope that you continue to support this channel, whether or not there is Fallout content. It really does mean a lot to me because I honestly put a lot of work into these videos, from waking up early in the morning at 3 in the morning to just, getting back as quick as I can to the house to upload a glitch or news for you guys. It's a lot of work, and it may not seem like it, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video overall, and that you will continue to support me throughout however long it lasts, because you really never know in this life, just we're here to have a good time, and that's what's up. So thank you guys. Appreciate everyone that's subscribed and members, and if you've left some thanks, with the little heart thing, appreciate that too, and I will see you all on the next video.